Sukkot is an ancient holiday. It's an agricultural holiday that has many layers of meaning. It's a holiday that commemorates the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt, and it also commemorates the bounty of the harvest when when we were living in an agrarian community, an agricultural society, when farmers would go out to their fields to harvest, and they would build these temporary huts, these Sukkot. So we're here today in preparation for the holiday of Sukkot. Sukkot comes on the heels of the Jewish holiday of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, arguably the holiest day of the year, a day of introspection.
Immediately after Yom Kippur, as we're doing today, we're commanded to go start building the Sukkah, the temporary hut that we dwell in for the 8 days of the Sukkot festival.
The Leechtag Foundation purchased this property, 67.5 acres, in December. And we view this property as being a center for the community, an asset for the community, and a resource for the entire San Diego community and the North County community in particular.
The Leechtag Foundation was founded as the Leechtag Family Foundation by Lee and Tony Leechtag in 1991 when they sold their pharmaceutical company. They created a small foundation connecting with community in a number of different ways over the years. Since 1991, we've made about $90 million in grants, and almost a third of those grants have been made in support of organizations, important organizations here in Encinitas.
The ranch will be a place where the community will come together, where many ideas are shared, where Jewish traditions are engaged with and grappled with, where our ancient traditions are made relevant, cutting edge, and contemporary. We're so excited to be kicking it off with Sukkot at the ranch, and so grateful for the partners who've made everything possible. We've chosen 3 themes for each sukkah. One sukkah represents water, one sukkah represents light, one sukkah represents earth. And above all, we're so grateful to our community to come together and celebrate this joyous festival.
Today we're building a sukkah, and our theme is water. We were requested to do water, and as we researched what the Sukkot was about and what a sukkah was in relation to the holiday Sukkot, we took the approach to do a curved wall to represent water and the organic movement of water. We decided our school really focuses on sustainability, so to keep with that focus, we used recycled pallets.
We also wanted to keep all natural materials, including plants and corn stalks, as a different elements inside the pallets themselves, and have every circle represent a different ambient, basically. So one would be related more to the plants with the string of pearls, which is a particular succulent. And another one with the corn stalks, which is related to the harvest and the reason why we're here. And the third one to the light, which is another theme that this event chose.
Okay, our sukkah is, the theme is light, and we have decided to take the original idea of a sukkah and keep faithful to it. It's the continuation of a very long and proud tradition. We are going to have 20 people in there at a time, doing as you're commanded to dine and possibly to sleep in them.
Being a builder and being asked to accommodate 25 people in 400 square feet, we decided to take a little bit more of a formal approach. We've tried as much as possible to build a beautiful structure without any fasteners, mechanical fasteners. So we have primarily dowels that hold all the wood together, but there are some screws.
In terms of the light aspect, we have the daylight, the sun. We need more than 50% shade, as we know, so we're going to be running the dense roof around the edges and leave it pretty clear in the center, which will be like a skylight.
I think what this means to me personally is an opportunity to work within this wonderful community framework that's being created here at the ranch.
The theme of our sukkah is the living earth. And the idea behind the living earth, the Chaya Adama Sukkah, is basically we wanted to showcase some of the initiatives that are happening here at the ranch. And in order to do that, we came up with the idea to create a living wall sukkah using Go Green's hydroponic organic lettuce channels. And so the walls are basically, we've just kind of created a raw wood frame to hold the channels that will be growing organic lettuces. And the water system that we created, basically just some recycled plastic drums that are buried, and the water is pumped up and circulated to keep the lettuce hopefully growing throughout the whole week. And the idea was both to connect with something going on the ranch with the Go Green Agriculture's initiative, which really reflects kind of this goal of the ranch to attract and incubate innovative, sustainable farming programs like what Go Green's doing.
Design inspiration kind of came from actually Farmer D and myself thinking about what things mean earth. And it was beyond just rocks and stones, but actually the things that grow out of earth, plant materials, things like that. And we also wanted to showcase something a little different where the food that's actually growing the sukkah, the walls of the sukkah, will be donated to a local food bank, which is a big part of the mission of the ranch as well, is to give back to community, especially to those in need. And then the roof of the sukkah is a bamboo roof, which is growing in abundance right here around the ranch. We actually are using bamboo that had already been thinned off of the Botanical Gardens property. As part of the activity and the program that we'll be doing on the day of Sukkot here on the 22nd is to actually teach about organic, sustainable agriculture, tell a little bit of the story of the ranch. To me, this is one of the most unique and exciting projects actually that I've ever been involved in. So it's a real blessing to be a part of it.
In early 2012, when we first walked through this property, we knew that Sukkot would be our holiday. We knew that Sukkot is a Jewish harvest festival, an agricultural celebration, time to embrace the bounty of life, think about the fragility and temporary nature of life, and engage and bring together the community in a wonderful, joyous celebration.
Really exciting to be here today to see the Eki Ranch transformed into a Sukkah festival where we're seeing some of the rich heritage of the Jewish traditions celebrated here in Encinitas.
I mean, in many ways, this is a manifestation of many months and many years of planning and dreaming and ideating and imagining what sort of community we can begin to create. And this is a kickstart. This is our first tangible foot forward in reimagining this property to be a community asset.